Iran's President Ebrahim Raisi and Foreign Minister Hossein Amirabdollahian have died in a helicopter crash. A total of 9 people, including a provincial governor, were on board when the aircraft went down in northern Iran's East Azerbaijan province. They all are believed to be dead. As the country mourns, Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei says there will be no disruptions to how Iran is run. Iran's vice president will assume the powers of the presidency and new elections will be held within 50 days. Countries across the region express solidarity with Iran. Search teams located the wreckage in East Azerbaijan province. Rescue teams fought blizzards and difficult terrain through the night to reach the wreckage in the early hours of Monday. An Iranian official told Reuters the helicopter carrying President Ebrahim Raisi and Foreign Minister Hossein Amirabdollahian was completely burned in Sunday's crash. President Raisi, the foreign minister, and all the passengers in the helicopter were killed in the crash. The senior Iranian official told Reuters, asking not to be named because of the sensitivity of the matter. State TV reported that images from the site showed the aircraft slammed into a mountain peak, although there was no official word on the cause of the crash. President Ebrahim Raisi, 63, who became president in 2021, ordered a tightening of morality laws and oversaw a bloody crackdown on anti-government protests. He also pushed hard in nuclear talks with world powers. A year after his election, he ordered tighter enforcement of Iran's hijab and chastity law, restricting women's dress and behavior. Raisi had full backing for the nuclear stance and the security crackdown from his patron, Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Within weeks, a young Kurdish Iranian woman, Mahsa Amini, died in custody after being arrested by morality police for allegedly violating that law. The resulting months of nationwide protests presented one of the gravest challenges to Iran's clerical rulers since the 1979 Islamic Revolution. Hundreds of people were killed, according to rights groups, including dozens of security personnel who were part of a fierce crackdown on the demonstrators. Acts of chaos are unacceptable, the president insisted at that time. Iran is a country that enjoys a lot of influence and sway in Lebanon. There is still no statement from the Lebanese government or Iran's ally, Hezbollah. Iran and Lebanon enjoy ties on the official level and on the unofficial level. The relationship has been described as brotherly and strong, but there is no doubt it is also because Hezbollah and its allies control political power in this country. Raisi's death is unlikely to change this relationship. Yes, he is an important figure in the establishment, but he is not the main decision-maker in Iran, that is, the supreme leader who dictates and sets foreign policy. On that helicopter was also Iran's Foreign Minister Hossein Amirabdollahian, a very familiar face in Lebanon, who was instrumental in implementing that foreign policy. He has visited this country numerous times in recent years, especially in recent months since Israel-Gaza, as a way for Iran to project its influence and show its role in the conflict. Iran is leading the so-called Axis of Resistance, which has opened fronts against Israel to help Hamas in Gaza. He would hold meetings with Hezbollah officials or with Hamas officials. Iran's state news agency IRNA said Raisi was flying in a US-made Bell 212 helicopter, the civilian version of the ubiquitous Vietnam War-era UH-1N Twin Huey. It is in wide use globally by both governments and private operators. Bell Helicopter, now Bell Textron, developed the aircraft for the Canadian military in the late 1960s as an upgrade of the original UH-1 Iroquois. The new design used 2 turboshaft engines instead of 1, giving it greater carrying capacity. The helicopter was introduced in 1971 and quickly adopted by both the United States and Canada, according to U.S. military training documents. As a utility helicopter, the UH in its military designation represents those words. The Bell 212 is meant to be adaptable to all sorts of situations, including carrying people, deploying aerial firefighting gear, ferrying cargo, and mounting weapons. The Iranian model that crashed on Sunday was configured to carry government passengers. If a president dies in office, Article 131 of Iran's constitution says that the first vice president, who is Mohammad Mokber, takes over, with the confirmation of Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. A council consisting of the first vice president, the Speaker of Parliament, and the head of the judiciary must arrange an election for a new president within 50 days. Raisi was elected president in 2021 and, under the usual timetable, a presidential election had been due to take place in 2025. Under constitutional rules, it can now be expected to take place by early July.